Let's go, Brandon. I agree. Let's go, Brandon. Don't know where, but let's go. Everything is working. Good. Welcome. My name is Ike. This is Switzerland. Play it with TAGN, the angry game news every day, 10 a.m. Eastern. That is Monday through Friday on this channel, Switzerland Play It, on Rumble, of course, on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. So I wish more interaction in the chat in general. But I have the most interaction in the Rumble chat, which is fine, and I love it. And there's already one guy in the chat. Ouch, my junk. Ahoy. We have quite some news today, a lot of news. Maybe interesting, maybe not, but also quite a few side notes for you to note yourself. And ahoy, Zorak. Main topic today is, let's just talk about how Activision or Microsoft today actually talks about now the skins all of a sudden. We're gonna keep that a little bit in focus because just we can and should. They are backing down in some sort. Oi, Evereden. She managed to come in early on. Good for you, Australian girl. How are you guys doing in general? Is it a good day for you? I woke up again. I don't know why. I have a suspect why with headache. I got an EMS, those electronic muscle stimulation devices for my stomach, for my belly, and I just let it run, after the show for hours. And I got it last Saturday. Maybe that's the reason. Maybe those electrical impulses not so good for my nerve system. I don't know. Dicks are no muscles. You should know that. You are old enough, lady. And those are blood devices, blood pumping devices. Yeah. Let's start. How about that? Here's Doom running on a charging station. We're not gonna read the article. I'm just gonna show that Doom can literally run on pretty much anything. And this charging station has like a CPU in it, has a little bit RAM in it, has a little bit general storage in it. And this guy just somehow managed to load Doom on the USB-C charger. You see this USB charger has a knob with a push-in option as a button. He plays Doom on it. The original from 1993, which is just super interesting. And the CPU is like not powerful or anything like that, but powerful enough for Doom. Not the best playing experience here with Doom, but it's a proof of concept. Very much.
So, well, this works better.
And he tells us just more about how he did it and that he checked out the chip, what chip it is, and he has to connect certain pins of the chip and load everything on the USB power charger. Again, it's just a power charger. It's not a computer by itself. But it has a CPU with a little bit RAM, with a little bit storage, and that's all enough for Doom. Oh, Godzilla! Yeah, people have installed Doom on microwaves and fridges too. Yeah, but those are like, because they have more of a PC approach, the newer fridges and microwaves. It's a little bit different, I would say, but this, like a charger, this is the sole purpose of this thing is actually just to charge up your devices via USB. Origin Thunder, lurking and watching. Good to see you. We could probably run it on a literal potato. That was done power-wise, actually. I saw that video once. It doesn't run for long on a. I think it was combined with a calculator with a bigger display. But yeah, you can run it on a potato power. Ahoy, Aramis! Good to see you. Morning, everyone. Lurking as well. Aramis, I tried to listen to you yesterday, but it was just too soft on my end. And I have a plugin for my browsers to push the volume, but it didn't help. The quality was like okay. If you listen very closely, the quality was okay, but I just couldn't hear. I wish I could hear, just saying. Don't change anything in quality, just pump the volume. At least on my end it was, and I had like on 2 devices tried it out. But I hope the rest of your reading was fine. It was late for me, yeah, just after midnight. So a Chinese guy wearing a T-shirt that said San Francisco on it this morning. I almost burst out laughing. Cocksucker? You mean this guy?
Cocksucker! San Francisco!
A Wu from Deadwood. Cocksucker San Francisco! Yeah, there you have it. Doom on a power charger. Sony's convoluted PS Store refund process has finally been streamlined. Yeah, finally people can do it easier. That was an issue, it seems, the whole time, and now that they fix it for the consumer. If you ever tried to get a refund for a PS Store purchase, you'll know that the process is quite painful. Fortunately, Sony's finally done something about it, as the method by which you can ask for your money back has been made much simpler. While logged into your PSN account on the PS app for smart devices or the PS Store website, you can now simply hit a button while viewing your past purchases to ask for a refund. And here's like how it's done. If you need a refund for whatever reason. But the reasons are very, very like tiny, like how they gonna refund you. Very restrictive. While this is good news, it should be noted that the PS Store refunds policy is no less strict on exactly what can be refunded. In a nutshell, you can get a refund if your purchase was made within 14 days of the refund request, you haven't downloaded or streamed the item, if it has been downloaded or streamed, item is found to be faulty. So you downloaded it, but it didn't work. It has bigger issues, like in Cyberpunk manner, I guess. Cyberpunk 2077 on PS4 and Xbox One back then, you know. If you have such issues, you can refund. But it is nice to see that Sony gives you like a better option how to refund. Actually, Steam should do the same. Steam has also a little bit convoluted, like the path to how to get your refund is a little bit weird. I have always to look it up how to do it. It is weird. UrhG, very easy. You just go to your purchases on your account and you see the purchase there and click on it and you have a button for refunds. I used it maybe like 4 or 5 times on UrhG. Hello all. We have a lot of welcomes and stuff. Good people are greeting each other. That's nice to see. Nice to see. There's no real need for a PS6. Industry veteran weighs on the next gen debate. There's been an uptick in chatter about PS6 of late, as various hardware specifications have purportedly leaked, and Sony has started to openly acknowledge the existence of its next-gen console. And Yoshida, the Final Fantasy XIV and Final Fantasy XVI guy, said just in short here, when I look at things from a gamer's perspective, I feel that there's no real need to make new hardware, because I think right now people are happy with the Xbox Series X, the PS5, or the Switch 2. And honestly, from a gamer's perspective as well, hardware is just expensive to buy. I agree totally with the expensive part, with the expensive statement there. But he also looks from the perspective of Final Fantasy XIV. He wants as many people to play Final Fantasy XIV, and it's not a big, like, visually demanding performance-wise from hardware, the Final Fantasy XIV. So it's a little bit stupid how he phrases it, like, gamer don't need it from a gamer's perspective. Yeah, but from a very, very tiny spectrum of gamers. Some games we all want to look better and better. The next generation should come along, and new games should be released with better visual fidelity and all that stuff. So saying, like, from a gamer's perspective, we don't need a new gen, it's just stupid. So yeah, there you go. Like, listening too much to Yoshida is maybe a little bit stupid. I don't know. He feels a little bit too full of himself. As of lately, because he pretty much also saved Final Fantasy XIV. He did a lot of changes, did a lot of UI improvements, a lot of performance improvements. Story-wise, he did a good thing for the story, and people enjoy the story. Not me, I find it pretty lame, to be honest, for myself. But yeah, many people enjoy Final Fantasy XIV, and he saved it from going under. Just so you know. Steam pretty generous with their refund policy. I don't know if it's generous. You have 2 hours of gameplay, and some games you have, like, a lot of story, like cutscenes at the beginning. You don't see, like, how far in the game you're gonna enjoy it really. For me, the last example was actually Clair Obscur. I bought it, played a little bit. I was super annoyed. It was super slow at the beginning. Then I downloaded it, meaning on the high seas, how John Thunder would call it. Played it there a little bit longer, and after 10 hours, I finally, it clicked with me. After 10 hours, it clicked with me, and after that extended, like, a demo time, I decided to go buy it again, you know. So some games it's a little bit short, 2 hours only. But the path how you get to the refund is a little bit more annoying on Steam. I went over 2 hours for a game, and they still gave me a refund because the game didn't work the day after I bought it. Yeah, I mean, that's probably extended policy, like if the game didn't work for many people, and many reviews are out there that told the same, like the game just didn't start and it run like the first splash screens from the developers and publishers and all that. And that counts from Steam's side, from the client side. The client just starts counting like the minute, the second you click on play, pretty much. So yeah, I mean, I guess that's why you got it. Most likely. I find it just 2 hours a little bit short. Speaking of people who are a little bit too full of themselves, Hideo Kojima again. We talk a lot about Hideo Kojima on this channel because he is in the headlines a lot. A24 had wanted Hideo Kojima to helm their upcoming Death Stranding movie. Are you sure you don't want to direct? They asked him. And A24 is this production company who does a lot of also horror movies and stuff like that. And you don't consider Death Stranding as a horror, but yeah, they are gonna do the live action movie. And there's also an anime upcoming, just as a reminder for everybody. A24 head of film Noah Sacco reportedly asked Hideo Kojima if he wanted to direct their upcoming live-action Death Stranding movie before the video game mogul politely declined. Are you sure you don't want to direct? Sacco reportedly asked Kojima. Last year, Kojima told Variety that he only envisioned Death Stranding as a video game rather than a movie. And I think that's a lie. I'm going to tell you why I think it's a lie. Though he appreciates when people tell him how cinematic the game feels. I'll supervise the plot and help them make it, but I won't direct it, he said. I can't right now with 3 ongoing projects. I think he's full of shit again, once more. Like, your games are super cinematic by default. You try to achieve actually that look, that feel of being a movie, an interactive movie you're playing. You said that in the past quite a few times too, you know. So telling now like it should feel more like a video game is bullshit. You want to get closer and closer to movies. It's super obvious. If you played like a few Hideo Kojima games from maybe the MSX era, which was Metal Gear back then, the first ones on MSX2, maybe? Was it the 2 or the first one? Don't remember quite well. He always wanted to have this cinematic, this movie feel in the first place. And you see why that's the case. He fucking gets actors, like good actors these days. Remus for Death Stranding as the main protagonist. The French girl as the female main protagonist. And the $6 million lady as his mother there, as the Strand itself, motion capturing and all that, and high quality. People can even use like the picture of the high quality motion capturing and scans of faces for age verification on fucking Discord in the UK. So don't give me that shit about video game. No, you want to be actually movie director, but you for some reason can't achieve like just being only a movie director. I don't know why. I like Metal Gear Solid. MGS2 is okay. I know many like 3, but never played it myself. The rest of Kojima games are just weird on purpose. Conan O'Brien, lol. What about Conan O'Brien? And yeah, Overdose focused around 3 actors, 1 female, 1 tranny, and 1 old white dude. Here go to account management on Steam. It's out of the way. Totally agree. Kojima is a movie guy first and foremost. Yeah, but he tells you, no, I want games. Shut up, Kojima. Little news about more details. Can you call it real details? Maybe. Mass Effect TV show's latest update reveals a key detail. The Mass Effect show was first revealed back in 2021, so it's been in the works for a long time already. In November 2024, the TV series got a key update when a report said the show was actually in development. The report said Daniel Casey, Fast and the Furious 9, is writing and executive producer the show, while EA's Michael Gamble is an executive producer as well. Ari Arad, Iron Man Uncharted upcoming Zelda movie, is an executive producer too. So how much they are going to be involved, really? You can't tell. Executive producer can mean all kinds of stuff, just your name, because you said maybe on an intern, like, give me the chair, bring me coffee. I don't fucking know, right? Or they are being involved, like running around themselves. You never know with executive producers. There are no plot details available as of yet for Mass Effect show, but the main series follows the spacefaring events of Commander Shepard. The Mass Effect TV series is set to be in the works at Amazon MGM Studios, so it could show up on Prime Video. Not it could show up, it will. It is gonna be a show. It will be on Prime Video. Similarly, to the network's popular Fallout TV show, Prime Video is also making a God of War TV show. Is that maybe also gonna be on Prime Video? GameSpot? A new Mass Effect game is in the works now and is BioWare's main focus currently, after the company released a commercially disappointing Dragon Age: The Failguard in October 2024. Commercially disappointing. Yeah, it was only commercially disappointing. It was beloved by players, therefore, right? It was a disappointment in general. Why do game journalists sometimes word their stuff so fucking moronic? I don't understand, and will never understand, but they do. Even MGS2 was weird on purpose. What the fuck is a vampire doing in a modern tactical espionage game? I mean, he was not like a literal vampire. He was like a modified human being with I think he has also nanobots and all that for quicker regenerating his limbs and all that. If he gets bullet holes and all that, right? So it was a modified human. That's what Kojima does very great, actually. Like telling you with sci-fi methods how those villains and protagonists actually operate. Same goes with MGS1 with Psycho Mantis. He was also just a modified human being with some, I think Soviets modified him like that, you know. It was from the very beginning. Kojima was this weird, but I mean, he can tell a story. I'm gonna give him that any day. Isn't Conan in the Stranding game? In the second one, yes, I think, but I'm not sure. I haven't played it yet. Tried MGS Delta today. Seems like a good game, but poor performance. Unreal Engine 5 strikes back. I think is it Unreal Engine 5? I don't even know. Yep. So the Delta might be, of course. Might very well be 5, yes. According to Wikipedia. Maybe it's your PC, though. I don't know. I'm not gonna buy, I'm not gonna download. I don't care for Delta. By the way, Kojima said also he's not gonna play just yesterday, I think, or 2 days ago. Because he was kicked from Konami. Now India tries to be the big player, the global player here. Sooner or later, maybe. Who knows? New games industry body launches in India. 9 India-based developer and publishers have formed the Indian Game Publishers and Developers Association. Its aim is to foster the creation of original made in India IP, bringing Indian stories into gaming, skill building across the animation, visual effects, gaming, and comics, AVGC value chain, and enable India to produce globally competitive AAA titles. The industry body has been structured to bring primary members, game developers, studios, publishers, and platforms, and partners, tools and tech providers, academia and training institutions, investors, and ecosystem enablers, together to collaborate on game development. I'm absolutely for it, but India has a big problem. You know,
Do not read it! No!
the rest of the world doesn't watch India as very trustworthy, like in those fields. So you need to fix a problem in India. You need to do more there about this big, and it is a big global issue. India and Bangladesh is the biggest hotspots of just scams, online scams, phone scams, and all such like. They need to do a lot more work there too. Otherwise, you're gonna have a tough field in gaming too, because many gamers know about those scam calls, those scam baiting calls, and they're gonna just keep away from India games, because they always like maybe have the feeling maybe the game has some fucking backdoor and break my system and want bitcoins and gift cards. So yeah, maybe don't redeem. Maybe don't redeem. But I'm all for it if you can produce quality games, if you can produce fun, good games, and watch the customer as a customer, view the customers and see the customers as a customer and give him something for their money and not trying to scam them. All luck to you, man. All luck to you. Much of our gaming industry presently is mobile gaming dominated, which has a large number of users but not enough revenue. The market is also dominated by Chinese games, but with our own games based on our own culture, which is again,
Do not redeem! No!
everybody sees your culture as this culture, which is sad because India has a long history, like in general. A lot of wars happened in India. A long history, 5,000 years of written stuff in some cases. So they have a lot. They have a lot to provide history-wise and certain culture parts. And yeah, there is also this one culture everybody knows, but it's really a minor thing. Shitting on the streets. It's not like a whole national sports or something like that. It's just a tiny portion of India. India is big. India has a lot of people. India has a lot of languages. That's why the franca lingua, meaning the official language, is actually English there, which you should learn in schools and all that to communicate between each other, because they have like I think 200 different languages in whole India. So a lot of culture, a lot of culture. Some not so good, some actually interesting, very interesting. We could actually bring revenue to the country and also export our culture. IGPDA will supercharge this effort to make India a gaming superpower. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Superpower? Maybe. I mean, they have, like I said, a lot of people. The IGPDA has already proposed a state partnership with the Maharashtra government, in which it aims to work with the government to make Mumbai the global games hub by attracting gaming companies to the state through policy support. And yeah, Mumbai is one of the scammer hotspots, actually. So you have other works to do too. On two sides, making games and driving out those scammers. It is what it is. Little side note, go watch this trailer. The director of RRR returns with a 4-hour remix of his wildest fantasy epic. I'm not going to play the trailer. It looks fine. And if you never saw RRR, you should see it. It's just a fun action movie, which has actually an interesting story behind too. Like a police officer and kind of a rebellious or turning into a rebellious guy, fighting each other with kind of mythical powers, you know, becoming this superheroes on both sides. And at the end, they work together. India has some very interesting stuff, man. I'm just telling you. I enjoyed a lot RRR. And this movie is gonna be in theaters globally, I think, in 31st October. Now, when the government fucks stuff up. When the government fucks stuff up. Don't be poor, just get an RTX 5090. I agree. Mass Effect TV show, boring. Maybe it's boring, maybe it's gonna be okay. I don't know. We have to wait and see. But it's probably not gonna be the biggest hit ever. scammer capital of the world. And the people doing it hate the West, so they feel justified doing it. I get that part too, but actually in India, also many people don't like their own scammer hotspot there because they are now viewed as the scammer nation. Like 900 million people, 900 million souls there. And not all of them like what the scammers are doing. Keep that in mind. Illegal Nintendo DS and pirated game bundle mistakenly put up for auction by Japanese prefectural government. The Tottori prefecture local government mistakenly put an illegal Nintendo DS set for sale via official auction for an estimated price of 1,000 Japanese yen, roughly $7. That's cheap, man. I would get it in an instant. What looks like a harmless second-hand console bundle is actually a DS that uses modified flash cartridges to play copied games. The listing gained significant attention from Japanese gamers on X before being taken down from the site. Yeah, and you see it here, the console itself with the stylus and even a case is included. Super Mario Bros, an SD card, and the R4 cartridge. While the new Super Mario Bros. Cartridge is in the image above is the real deal, the R4 and Ace Card 2 flash cartridge on the left likely store pirated games. The auction listing is described as a bundle including 3 games. In a similar fashion to how the MIG Switch flash cards are used to store multiple Nintendo Switch titles onto a single micro SD card. So I don't know about the laws in Japan in detail at all. If you're not allowed to sell like this hardware in general, like a MIG Switch card without anything on it, right? If you're not allowed to sell that stuff. But how about you just check it? Is something on it? If not, it's just hardware. It's just fucking hardware. Just like a knife. A knife you can also use to do criminal activity, murder people. Doesn't mean you have to murder people with it. Just say. Weird. Japanese government auctions often feature items owned by the local administration as well as objects seized by authorities. This Nintendo DS bundle belongs to the latter group, and local officials apparently were not aware of its illegal nature. Yeah, but is it illegal? That's the question. Is it really illegal, just the hardware by itself? That is, I would like to know that. The bundle has since been delisted from the auction site, along with an image, with any images and options to bid for it. There you go. Now, if it is illegal to even offer that stuff, like for sale, in any manner, right? If it's illegal, will the government be fined if it goes against the law to like even offer such stuff? And don't give me the shit about they didn't know. The government also doesn't care if people don't know, the citizens don't know about all the laws. If you do something illegal, man, you have to be fined in some way, right? It's just interesting, you see. Even the government fucks up all the time. With such little tiny things, worth $7, and they fucked it up. Interesting. Be thankful you weren't born in India. Ah, yeah. Watch a 3.5 hour documentary I reposted about that little shithole lol. It was a mockumentary and over the top, but there is a lot of truth in it. Yeah, I mean, you can portray anything how you want it, right? Just because 0.001% are scammers doesn't mean like the whole population is trying to scam you. Just saying. Just saying. Just because 0.0001% and all that numbers or trannies and demand shit. Doesn't mean like the whole society want that shit too. Yeah, Turok. Turok Origins is getting a first-person mode built from the ground up, according to developer Saber. I don't want to go too deeply into this. I just want to tell you that finally we have confirmation because of Gamescom that the new Turok, which was shown the announcement trailer in the last year, end of last year, looks good overall. Now we have confirmation you can switch at any time with a D-pad button from first person to third person. It looks fine. It shows the action pretty neat, and it is co-op, meaning up to 3 people fighting dinosaurs and lizard people. Yeah, Godzilla, we're gonna fight you, probably, maybe. We're gonna have humanoids on walking on 2 legs, but look like dinosaurs in this one. I'm looking forward to this. Go check out the trailer, the announcement trailer. Links all down below, by the way, as usual, for everything. Very, very interesting. Looking quite forward to this one. You should maybe look forward to this one. Not even forward, but just go check it out. Deus Ex Mankind Divided's composer just dropped a bunch of awesome free demo tracks. So the composer made a lot of more tracks, and he never released those. He never put those into the games. You have 10 tracks, which you can listen for free. They sound pretty neat. And you can even download high-quality versions from his official Bandcamp account. You're just hearing it right now. In the FLAC format, meaning compressed, lossless quality. Of course, it sounds familiar if you have played the games, right? Just a little sneak peek for you here. Go download it. It's about, I think it was 250 megabytes or something like that in the highest quality options there. You have to give this guy the Sonic Mayhem, or his real name was official Dickinsian. Maybe you pronounce it that way. I don't know. Dickinsian. Sasha Dickinsian. He just gives us music for free. Thank you there. If you like synth sound, that's the place for you to be. Little side note, because for some reason it's super, super beloved. Not by me. I'm never gonna watch that crap. K-pop Demon Hunters is officially the most watched Netflix original movie of all time. It just goes over the top, through all the roofs you have over Netflix, and they even published a sing-along version just recently, and it's super gay. It's for teenage girls, man. It's younger teenage girls. So, and of course for gays, like Isaac Rouse, our very famous Isaac Rouse from last time. He blamed like the Japanese industry of anime. They're not doing not enough for black people. And finally, this one show, what was it called? Gachiata or something like that. Finally made it right with the pronunciation in blackness. All that. Isaac Rouse strikes again. He's super happy that this piece is so successful. He probably sings along a lot, those teenage female songs there. I mean, good for Netflix if they make money with it. I'm not going to subscribe to Netflix just for this movie, though. Maybe Godzilla will. I don't know. Laos? That's mean. But I agree. Okay, let's talk about Call of Duty because they are backing down a little bit. Just last week, actually, they confirmed that, yeah, you're gonna get all the skins from the previous stuff into the new ones. You can take them over. And yesterday, they said, like, nah, we're not gonna be able to do that. They gave us reasons, supposedly. Call of Duty responds to identity crisis by not letting ugly skins carry over to Black Ops 7. Oh, now the whole industry sees that it was ugly the whole time. Now Kotaku words it this way too. Activision and Treyarch are making a big change to Call of Duty Black Ops 7 just under 12 weeks before its launch in November. All those wacky cosmetics from Black Ops 6 will no longer carry over to the new sequel as previously promised. The devs behind Call of Duty say that the change is to ensure Black Ops 7 is authentic to Call of Duty and its setting. Was it so all the time since you got skins in all manners and forms and with all colors? It was not authentic. Thank you for admitting it, that you fucked all the players over and just poisoned their mind with colors. On August 26th, in a lengthy community update posted on the official Call of Duty website, Treyarch thanked fans for all the feedback and acknowledged the ongoing conversation online surrounding crossover skins and wacky cosmetic items in video games. We know there's been a lot of conversation recently about the identity of Call of Duty, said the studio. Some of you have said we've drifted from what made Call of Duty unique in the first place: immersive, intense, visceral, and in many ways grounded. That feedback hits home, and we take it seriously. We hear you. And yet they have all kinds of really, really stupid skins. Beavis and Butthead, Nicki Minaj, Seth Rogen, and not only the skins, but also like the finisher moves, the finisher kills are made according to the character's skin, and they can look even more stupid in that way. Makes no sense, but obviously people wanted that though the whole time. So I am not sure if you're gonna miss out on a lot of money. If they wanted that rainbow puke slop, they can go Fortnite. I have my thought. I'm gonna tell you my thoughts in a second. Ahoy, Luigi. Good to see you. Players were worried that the weird cosmetics and crossover skins from Black Ops 6 would immediately turn Black Ops 7 into a Fortnite-like experience. That's because the plan was to let skins from Blops 6, which now includes characters like Beavis and Butthead, carry over to Blops 7. But that's no longer happening. Operator skins and weapons from Black Ops 6 will no longer carry forward into Black Ops 7, announced Treyarch. Black Ops 7 needs to feel authentic to Call of Duty and its setting. That is why Black Ops 7 operator and weapon content will not carry forward to Black Ops 7. Double XP tokens and gobble gums, whatever that fucking shit is, sounds weird, will still carry forward because we recognize your time and progression are important. So yeah, shouldn't you just start from zero? Like, why double XP, and why XP in the first place? Well, what's that about? XP, this wannabe RPG like attribute, buying new weapons with more XP or new abilities and all that crap. So I never understood that part either in such FPS. But yeah, whatever. Especially not in multiplayer. In single player, yeah, if you can make it happen somewhat, like new attributes in single player campaigns, like to make it more fun for sure, but multiplayer, fuck off. The developers of Black Ops 7 also claimed that a ton of feedback has already been implemented into the game, and the studio explained that future cosmetic bundles and items added to Blob 7 will be crafted to fit the Black Ops identity. Treyarch further added, "We hear the feedback. We need to deliver a better balance toward the immersive core Call of Duty experience." I think they are scared, actually. I think they don't care about direct feedback to Call of Duty, the developers and all that. I think they are scared because they see how Battlefield 6 is received by the players, and received very well. Many players finally just want like a less colorful experience in first-person online multiplayer shooter, right? So maybe they are more scared about that instead of, yeah, we hear your voice. I don't think that you cared for the voices because you have those skins now since forever, pretty much, right? Since the first time you made microtransaction possible with weapon skins and all that crap. I think you just are scared of Battlefield getting too many people to their place. And that's just my opinion. There is somebody who likes the colors, though. Oh, sacred. Happy Hump Day, Switzerland and chat. Good to see you. She likes the colors. She likes the colors, though. Maybe she will like the Battlefield 6 experience more, though. I don't know. I don't know. Are you for all the colors, Sacred? I'm not so much for it. Not at all. Activision did confirm that Blob 6 skins will still move over to Warzone, so your strange collection of characters still go enjoy Battle Royale. Well, okay, whatever. Why Call of Duty is making this big change? People have been yelling online for years about Call of Duty skins and cosmetics going too far and feeling out of place. So why the sudden change now, just a few months before the next game's launch? Well, it's likely because of Battlefield 6. Wow, what a surprise, just what I said. EA's upcoming shooter held an open beta earlier this month, and it was immensely popular. It is also a more grounded, gritty, and realistic war game compared to recent Call of Duty entries. And when EA designed, their director Shashank Uchil was asked if the studio planned to add crossover skins like Beavis and Butthead or Goku to Battlefield 6, he claimed that wasn't going to happen. I mean, we will see. We will see. EA already offers everybody as exclusive skins. I haven't seen like what the skins look like for PS5 players. And beta, who joined the beta, I think the second week on PC, will also get a skin for the participation in testing and all that, right? So you already started giving out skins. I'm very skeptical about this. And if money is going to be involved, and if people are going to buy skins like colorful skins, I think you're going to put it in no matter what. You might wait 6 months, a year, I don't know. But if money is going to be involved and it's if it's going to make you money, you're going to implement it. Skins for sure. That's just my opinion, though. It has to be grounded, said Uchil. That is what BF3 and BF4 was. It was all soldiers on the ground. It's going to be like this. I don't think it needs Nicki Minaj. Let's keep it real. Keep it grounded. Maybe people will demand Nicki Minaj. You don't know yet. Another DICE developer told Comic Book, what I will say is what's really important to us is that things feel grounded. And they keep using this word a lot. And we want people to express themselves and to have cool skins and peacock in a way like, I look pretty, cool, and I have this great weapon skin. But we want it to feel authentic to the franchise. That's the approach we are thinking. So, you are contradicting yourself there a little bit. Peacock and then still being authentic. It's nothing authentic if you have a colorful weapon in war to show your enemy, like, here I am, shoot me in the head. That's not gonna work. I'm just not convinced by your contradiction there. We just want to shoot guns and kill people. How hard is that? I'll ask them, Luigi. I don't need any colors in a war game, just saying. Meanwhile, following last week's reveal of a very wild-looking and not at all grounded Black Ops 7, yeah, the trailer just looks in general, but it is from the campaign, from the solo campaign, right? The whole thing is more solo campaign grounded. So, yeah, but still, it looks all weird. Black Ops 7, the trailer looks all kind of weird, and not even like colorful weird. It just looks like sci-fi weird. For no good reason, maybe. IGN asked the game's creative director, Miles Leslie, about wacky crossover skins. His answer was a big nothing burger that didn't really commit to anything. Vaguely claimed the studio would calibrate future skins based on the feedback and promised that all fans would feel represented. No, I don't need representation. I am not a super soldier in real life. If I'm gonna get shot once in the head, I'm pretty sure, 99.999% sure, very fucking dead. I don't need to be field represented. That's BS talk, as usual. This answer went over poorly. I can't imagine why. Huh? And after today's big news that Black Ops 7 will feature more grounded skins and won't let Black Ops 6 cosmetics carry over as planned, it seems that the folks in charge of Call of Duty are trying to get the train back to the tracks in the face of October's Battlefield 6. Will it be enough? Good question at the end, at least. Game journalist from Kotaku. At least one good question. Will it be enough? I don't know. I'm not playing either of those games. I'm not interested in multiplayer FPS in general. That is... Last time I did that, like in a more competitive manner, maybe 10 years ago. I don't even know. Oh yeah, it's good to see you. Mind-blowing experience. Can they pull the train in time? Hard to say. I mean, Sacred Angel is playing a lot of FPS multiplayer, so she can tell us how she feels about Black Ops 7 and Battlefield 6. I don't see any value for myself, you know. And yeah, they are not gonna change because of users, like complain to them for years. Now all of a sudden, the article mentions it itself. For years, players complained, like with too much colors and too many stupid skins. But now you're gonna change because you listen now. No, it's really, they are just scared of Battlefield 6 taking too many players over to EA's place. But yeah, that's what it is, man. Let's get over the last pieces here. We are closing to 11 a.m. Eastern. What Jake Schreier is taking from Thunderbolts as he starts working on a very exciting X-Men movie. Oh, great. Isn't that great? Now you know more. This guy who made a very boring, very meh Thunderbolts is gonna make an X-Men movie. X-Men, who had the last movie, when was it? Like 2018? The Apocalypse guy? I think it was 2018 or 19 maybe. Was okay. Was okay, not the greatest, but yeah. He's gonna reboot it and make it great again after he did Thunderbolts, which was, let's be honest, big flop for Disney too. For years now, Marvel Studios has been working in the background, setting the stage for the X-Men to arrive. Ever since Disney acquired Fox, wheels have been in motion for the mutants to change the DNA of the MCU. And while little has been publicly announced, we do know one all-important detail. The man in charge of directing the eventual X-Men MCU or MCU X-Men film is Jake Schreier, the filmmaker who recently brought us Marvel Thunderbolts, aka the New Avengers. They changed that name on, like, I think the last day before it was in theaters to show, like, oh yeah, the asterisk actually means something, and those are the New Avengers. And are you not excited? Oh, big shit show there too, just about the name. Weird. I'll play Black Ops 1 occasionally on Xbox Live. Yeah, if you enjoy it, do it. If you enjoy, no matter if you enjoy colorful games, play them. I surprisingly like Thunderbolts. Oh, I'm not surprised with you, Haste. Haste is a weird one. I'm just saying. I enjoyed the Thunderbolts. Okay, Luigi is also a weird one. It's got Kurt Russell's son. Wow, is that your criteria? It's got Kurt Russell's son? Okay. I mean, like I said, if you enjoy stuff, you enjoy stuff. It's okay. It's nothing to do with me, but it didn't do well. Let's put it that way. No money for Disney. As he tells Empire, Schreier is starting to get the wheels spinning on X-Adventure. On his X-Adventure. I can't say anything about it, but we have started work on X-Men, and that's obviously very, very exciting. He confirms. And with Thunderbolts being a team-up story, there's much he's learned about making an ensemble Marvel movie. There are so many things that I didn't know about before I started Thunderbolts. He says, pointing to the MCU experience he can now draw from. The biggest learning curve for me was the proportion of the action to the more emotional, character-driven scene, and how, even though it's more shooting days than I've ever had, they get eaten up quite quickly by the action stuff. By the time we got to the end of it, it felt like, oh, now I feel like we get how to do this a little bit better. So he's still learning it, sounds how I read it. He's still learning, but he learned a lot with Thunderbolt, and I like a lot of X-Men movies. I don't know any X-Men movie that I really dislike, let's put it that way. But he is like the today Disney mind director and maker, you know? I'm very, very concerned about this X-Men movie. But he might surprise us. Who knows? But yeah, Jake Schreier doing X-Men. And does anybody remember the New Mutants movie? This horror X-Men movie? Does anybody remember that though? I don't consider that an X-Men movie because it was, I think, called only New Mutants, and it was like, yeah, like major puke material. Bucky should have been Captain America. He deserved it more. Yeah, the lead is like, in general, anybody than this little girl there. She didn't. I am not afraid of her. I'm just not. Even the Russian guy would be a better lead. Just saying. A little side note, link down below as usual. A return to Silent Hill, the movie trailer just was announced yesterday. It looks interesting. It looks interesting. If you're into Silent Hill, if you're into horror, this might be a good movie. The trailer looks really interesting. Go check it out. It's not even long. It's more like a teaser than a real trailer. They call it here official teaser trailer. So 40 seconds. Go check it out. Has some nice things from the Silent Hill franchise in it. I don't agree, since he was the Winter Soldier. There you go. Now, this is interesting news, I think. Atari acquires rights to Ubisoft's Cold Fear, I Am Alive, Child of Eden, Grow Home, and Grow Up. So they just snatched that from Ubisoft, probably for pretty cheap, and Ubisoft is in big troubles in general, on all kinds of fronts there, and maybe they needed some money, and that's how they probably got some money back now, by selling some IPs which they didn't touch for decades, which is a shame, because they could have done way more with those franchises. But now they just gave it away, and hopefully Atari does something right with them. They might use the IP to make sequels, or just to publish it on different platforms, because they are telling us Atari has acquired all intellectual property rights to Ubisoft's title Cold Fear, I Am Alive, Child of Eden, Grow Home, and Grow Up. The company's announced. Atari plans to re-release these titles under its label and explore opportunities to expand their reach through new platforms, new content, and additional distribution channels. And I hope they work with GOG together. That's just my personal hope, especially for Cold Fear. I never played it through. I started it, never just moved on with it. I hope Cold Fear is gonna get to GOG very soon, because it was Ubisoft's attempt to face Konami and Capcom, Konami with Silent Hill and Capcom with Resident Evil, as this horror franchise in their world, which is it looks nice, but it needs some adjustments, meaning widescreen support, of course. They need to do a little bit there. Maybe some textures need to be replaced. You don't need to make a remade, or a HD remaster or something like that, but just adjust the performance and all that, because that was, I think, I remember, an issue with this game. The performance was never great with Cold Fear. So maybe do a little adjustment and publish it on GOG, give it out for $10, whatever. I'm probably gonna buy it right away. That's just my opinion. But yes, hopefully Atari is gonna do something good with those IPs. Here you have just more details to the whole thing, when it was released, which IP was published first, where. I've never heard of any of these games. Lol. No. I mean, I've heard of like I said, I played Cold Fear. I heard of I Am Alive. I'm not sure about Child of Eden, but it has colors, so you might be like perfect for trannies in the world. I don't know. Grow Home and Grow Up looks like the bad robot guy from the movie company. But yeah, I hope just Cold Fear gets a re-release on GOG with a little bit performance and such improvements. I think Godzilla. Is it a game on a ship that is constantly rocking around? Yeah, it is like Ubisoft's attempt for a Resident Evil, pretty much. A 3D Resident Evil. Like, it is completely 3D. Nintendo established Nintendo Star subsidiary. Nintendo has announced the restructuring Repstar Inc. to Nintendo Stars Inc. This is in an effort to provide support to films featuring their IP and possibly bring them to other mediums. Warpstar Inc. became a consolidated subsidiary of Nintendo earlier this year on April 1st, 2025, but was originally formed in 2001. It was responsible for specifically spreading the Kirby IP and is known for the Kirby Right Back at Ya show. Never watched that. Nintendo did make a note of their upcoming films in their statement, but they also mentioned that they are looking to take aspects of their films and apply them to the other forms. They specifically list that Nintendo Stars Inc. would provide support with merchandising, licensing, live events, general project development, and other means. Yeah, it's pretty much like the production company for movies now for Nintendo, and like the hub for everything, like deciding on what merchandising is going to be released and where and all that stuff. So more consolidated. They're more like put everything together at one spot and having more control over their movie IP stuff. We already know that we already know of the Legend of Zelda live action film coming down the pipeline, as well as another Super Mario Bros. Movie. So we can hope to see more opportunities for Nintendo franchises akin to what these bigger three have received. You can check out Nintendo's full statement here, and yeah, go check it out if you want to. But sounds like a good idea to make like a kind of a hub for your stuff. We are approaching the end, and I should move on. This is not the end. Claire Obscure Expedition 33 Director teases a potential sequel or DLC. I'm not going to read anything. It's just that finally we have like confirmation we're going to get something more of this franchise, of this world. And it's pretty obvious if you played the game, you know, you can't end it there. You just can't. There's so much story behind this one game. You need to explain more. So it's not a surprise. It's more like just a confirmation. I hope it's not going to be just DLC stuff. I hope it's going to be a full-fledged on standalone game in the same franchise, meaning like a story before or story after. You can do both very well because you established now this world there, and you need to do a great game again. Just saying. Yeah, that literally kind of made me seasick watching someone play it. Finished Cold Fear here on Rumble with HD texture pack, of course. Of course you modified it, John Thunder. Why you touch all the games, man? Why? Leave the games alone. Play Acclaim Showcase is coming in September. Yeah, that's just a side note. Mark it in your calendar. Earlier this year, I revived a version of Acclaim. Earlier this year, a revived version of Acclaim brought back on one of the most prolific video game publishers from the 90s. Now the Ressurected company has announced that its first ever Play Acclaim showcase will unveil its first new titles in over 2 decades next month. It was very dead, Acclaim. Yes, I agree, and we just need to wait for this showcase to see either if it's going to be only with new IPs they have established. I'm looking forward to this one actually, because Acclaim, just like here, it was one of the most prolific publisher ever. What we're gonna get, I don't know, but I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully good fucking games, not with DI-infested crap. That's all I can say. But more ray tracing. No, your ray tracing don't matter. Don't matter, John. Get a 40, not 40, yeah, maybe 4090 or 5090 for the real ray tracing experience. Anyhow, I rushed a little bit through. I hope you memorized some information. That's the goal of the news showcast. TAGN, the Angry Game News, every day, 10 a.m. here on this channel, Switzerland Play It, Monday through Friday, on Rumble, of course, on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. But who cares about Twitch and Kick and YouTube, really? I get sometimes a like on YouTube. I suspect John Thunder, because he is on YouTube too. Thank you for being around. I hope you have a great rest of your day, everybody. I enjoyed you having in the chat as usual, and keep it real. Be in the chat. Use the chat. The chat has the reason to be used. Its whole existence is to be used. Put the chats in the chat lines. Next news tomorrow. My name is Ike. That's Switzerland Play It. Bye bye.